guys, Marjorie's sister for real. I got the tea kettles, babies, and y'all know I got the mic. Babies, I'm back again, giving you an update on the Fani, Willis, and Nathan Wade hearing. And I gave y'all the link. How y'all doing? How's everybody? I hope y'all had a great Valentine's Day. Before I get started, you know, just rambling through information, but I hope y'all had a great Valentine's Day. And I want to thank y'all so much for watching and taking the time to give me comments. I truly appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys. I truly do. Truly, truly do. I hope you can feel the vibe and how I really feel and sincerely feel about you guys. Woo! I had to catch my breath. Woo! I thought I needed an oxygen mask today when I was watching it. It was just so much excitement going on. And as I told you, I'll put your link in the body of the live show. But I don't think it was clickable for some reason. But anyway, I went back again and I actually put it back in there again. And then I also put it in some of the other subject matters videos that I did so y'all can have that. And I also will put it in this one as well. I just want y'all to know the court will be in session tomorrow, Friday at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. it will be in session. Okay, and Fani may still be called up there again. Her dad is scheduled. She has a new name, Madame Fani. After watching the live today, I started about 9:30, ended about 9:30 Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and about 5 p.m. 5:13 Eastern Standard Time. And the judge did say that they will be back in session tomorrow. He reset the date, the time, because the time today was at 9:30 a.m. But he said, I want to get this party started and get over with, because he said we started early, 9 a.m. But I'm saying to myself, as Judge Judy was on the pulpit, I call it a pulpit, if she was up there with her collar and her gavel, I'm sure it would have been, she would have been clicking that gavel, and it probably would have been over in 30 minutes. Because she is totally no nonsense person. But this one was really long. I wasn't expecting it to run over, but I kind of thought they may possibly run over. But they did run over, and they are in session tomorrow. So I just came on the air just to give y'all an update and for y'all to stay tuned. And if you didn't see today, you can catch the hearing tomorrow, just in case y'all missed the one today. Whew. Babies. Y'all have to give me some comments. Let me know what y'all think. Just let me know. Did she say too much? Did Fanny Madame say too much? Or did Mr. Wade say too much? Y'all let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm excited to get some feedback from you guys. Now, I'm just going to kind of circle back around and let y'all know. I don't know whether you did know. Fani, she was raised by her dad. Her entire life she was raised by dad from day one. Daddy Lou's girl. And then I'm going to give y'all a fun fact that y'all probably didn't know. And you may not know because you might not know the person. But if you're old school like me, you don't know who I'm speaking of. But her daddy, who is 80-something years old, his girlfriend, his living girlfriend, was Angela Davis. So I said that to say Madame Fani, because Angela Davis was a fighting girl, okay? She fought back. She clapped back, okay? She was that kind of girl. So I'm not saying that Fani picked up some clap back from her, but Fannie Mae was clapping back today. Okay, if y'all saw it, she was clapping back like she was in church, like she was in the choir. Clapping. You know how they doing that in double clap? She did clapping and double clapping, okay? But I just want to kind of give y'all a little summary of what happened today, because it's not concluded today, but it's ongoing until tomorrow. And maybe beyond that, but definitely, the judge said it would be tomorrow that they'll be back in session. But the first person to take the stand was Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade. He had to run on down like he was on The Price is Right. But on a serious note, he took the stand, and he seemed to be a little confused about what was going on. He couldn't get his numbers together, because they were telling us on page 1, and they said, well, you got so many pages 1. All your pages are page 1, so we don't even know where to begin. But when they got through all of that, the attorney helped him out, and he answered her question. But what I found was, I think he was given too much information. That's my opinion, because he had this affidavit that he did. He had 2 of them. One, he said, it's a privacy clause he had. On the second one, it's a privacy clause. So if you have a privacy clause, don't you think that you would stick with that? You know, plead the Fifth Amendment. Can they still do that? I don't know, but he was spilling his gut, and you know he's lying, because he kept contradicting himself. I don't like to call him a liar, but I mean, the proof was in the pudding. He kept giving contradictive information. But one good point about him, he was very polite. He kept on saying yes, ma'am, to everybody that was up there. He said a lot of yes, ma'ams. A lot. He didn't say yes, madam Fani, but I bet he'd probably be calling her yes, ma'am, madam Fani, because he said a lot of yes, ma'ams and a lot of no, sirs. But anyway, he appeared to be contradictive. He appeared to be, the information he was saying was conflicting. And it was just a surprise to me. I don't want to say he sounded like he's not a trial attorney, but he didn't come across that way. This was my background, where, you know, y'all know my background, federal government, federal agent, and I worked on the national NTEU, if y'all know what that is, National Union Agency. And we would, all the attorneys that I've dealt with, he just came across as a little different, you know, a little different. And I'm not for sure whether he was really prepared for the hearing. It didn't seem like he was, but he did have somebody assisting him. He had an attorney that was assisting him, so that was good. And a merchant, the attorney that was asking the questions to him initially, and then also to Fani, she appeared to kind of like him a little bit, because when he first took the stand, she was saying, oh yeah, I remember when you did this, and oh, and she was just smiling, and just like she was in the presence of God. I mean, the way she was coming across. And then the judge told her, listen, you don't have to do all of that, just stick to business, pretty much. But the way she did it, I kind of thought that maybe she had a little crush on him at one point. I mean, just the way she came across. But y'all tell me what y'all think, if y'all saw the hearing today. Now, what came out of all this, he did say that they are no longer dating. The bottom line, they're no longer dating. That's what he said. No longer dating. Didn't give no detail, but she gave, you know, the woman always give more detail. But when she came to the stand, when Madame Fani came to the stage, she gave all the juicy details. She did. She said, you know, my man, we're no longer dating, but because he don't want to date. She said, you know how men are, you know, you still have your heart in it, and they already cut it off at July, August, but you still in the relationship, still in your mind in September. So she was saying all that, but basically her bottom line, what she said is that they're going to always be friends. That's what she said, always going to be friends forever. She put that ever on him, you know. She said forever. So I don't know. He sounded like he got some gold someplace. I said, hey, this man must be got some gold. She said she ain't letting go. She said, yeah, we're going to be friends forever. And I think she was twitching, had a twitching eyes. Y'all know I'm trying to be funny, but you know, she had a twitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, twitch. But anyway, she said that we'll always be friends for life. So I said, this man must have some gold. He must have got some gold from Hong Kong because she is attached to him, okay? But he also went on to say that, although he was married, he was not married because him and his wife his wife had agreed that she had committed an affair. Now that was news to me. Now did y'all know that? That's what Wade said, that his wife had an affair. So at that point he was just done with her pretty much, and they stayed in the marriage for convenience. That was some information that he shared. I don't even know why he shared that information. He was just sharing so much. They both were. They were sharing so much. I'm like, goodness, can y'all just put it in a tell-all book? Do we have to have all this? Because they're asking you a question, but y'all even giving more information. I'm just saying that was just a lot going on today. And he, like I said, he said it was privileged information, so I don't know why he didn't stick with that. That's just my opinion. Oh, but it just seemed like this whole hearing was just a complete mess up. I don't know, but y'all tell me what y'all think. What y'all think is going to be the outcome? Just from what y'all saw today. I was looking at Mr. Wade like he was on a version of maybe getting disbarred. Look, like he was concerned about that. And then his friend that was partnering with him, they called him as witness. And I have to correct myself. I think his friend, Mr. Attorney Bradley, might have been the first one they called. I think I said Wade, but I think it was him. And they come to find out when Madame Fani was giving her testimony, she said that she hired one of the partners to do some work for her. I said, oh no, she just really incriminated herself, because what they were trying to get at was any of the money that they made trickle back down to him, and possibly did because they were in a partnership together. He said they split the money. If they split the money, some of the money that she paid them would come back to him. So that would have been a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it just was a lot. And I think she gave up the information freely. That was information she gave up freely at that time. And absolutely would definitely be something that would hang her, because that is definitely another conflict of interest. If you know someone and is friends with someone, why are you giving them that job? And then that job may still lead money back into your boyfriend's pocket, the one that you hired to go against Donald Trump case. So it was just a whole lot. And then she talked about paying half of everything for him, and sometimes even more. She went into that. But before she started, she said, I ran on down here. She said, they said, how did you know it was your turn to come to the stand? She said, well, I just knew. She said, I ran on down here. And the way she was running, based on what she said, look at she was running like she was in The Price is Right. Because she said she wanted to get her story heard, because she said Merchant, the attorney that was handling the case and asking the question, she said she lied. She said, you done lied about me. You said I lived with him when I was in South Fulton in my condo. And she said, no, that was not the case. We did not live together. So it was a lot of back and forth on things, but she was really adamant because her name was on the line and she did not want to ruin her reputation. But what really struck me kind of interesting is because they asked her how she's paying with the money, how she's paying for all these trips for him, and half this and half that. She said, well, it's that I probably used $500 on my debit card, but other than that, I paid cash. She said, my daddy always wanted us to keep cash on us, at least 6 to 9 months of cash. So she's telling everybody she have cash under her head wherever she's at. I said, isn't that dangerous? Tell somebody you have cash. I mean, you causing a security issue with you. You putting yourself in the spot. I mean, information I feel like she should not have told. Now that should have been a privacy issue, but she brought it up, not them. Oh, but guys, it was just so much information. It was so much. But I watched the whole thing because I wanted to see how everything, unwind. But the attorney seems to be very understanding with Fani, because when she was given too much information, or they asked a question, she couldn't say yes or no. Sometimes they just ask her a yes or no question, but she wasn't answering it yes or no. So normally when people don't say yes or no, it's some kind of doubt or some kind of contradiction or something you may not want to say and you're trying to go around with. That's what I'm saying. But she definitely had a hard time with answering those yes and no questions. So at some point, when she had that situation in church and when she showed up at the black church and was trying to give her story, one of the attorneys that came up to cross-examine her, the judge told them, don't ask the question. So that question got put on the agenda, but he said not to ask her that question. So guys, there was just a whole lot of information and repeating information, because most of the information just seemed like it was repetitious to me. So I came on here to let y'all know tomorrow, stay tuned, and we're going to hear more information. We'll hear more cases, more discussion, more answers, and probably more answers than we really want to hear. But I just want to tell y'all guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you if that link helped you any. It's the link here in Fulton County, the Judge Chamber on YouTube. That's the one. And once again, I'll put it in this clip as well. But hopefully y'all can click it, because I'm telling you, when I put it in there, I'm never sure whether it's clickable or not, but y'all know that is the link. But I want to tell you once again, thank you guys for watching. And I want to let you know the principal value in this story is basically, please do not mix business with pleasure. I mean, if you're tempted to do it, please don't mix business with pleasure. It just does not work out. It's always something ugly coming out, out of the surface, out of the woodwork. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Once again, I hope that I've brought you something of value. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.